You'll start off the match by dropping in to the playfield in a customizable drop pod. One of the other things you'll notice early on in the game that each player class has a glider available to them, which allows for a lot more verticality. You also can use one of your two abilities, ranging from movement abilities like teleporting and camouflage and jetpacks, all the way to healing areas, shields, and things that actually help out your team as you go on. From the early prototype on, we wanted to be on point with the gameplay, so movement and the way your character controls are paramount to us, which allows you, the player, to be on top of every single situation, even when things are getting hectic in a fast-moving environment. In the next gameplay video, we'll be looking at the tornado and how the in-game events affect the battlefield.
A demon stalks valleys, shrouded in dusk. Spectral his form, no more than a husk. On a quest to consume the souls that he covets. The power he takes, a master of puppets. The fate of this world, his burden to bear, his actions and choices bring life or despair. He fears no man, no god or crown, for there are no strings to hold him down.
I wonder, who will you be, our children? Will the world you build be like ours, or so different that today we cannot even imagine it?
Step into the light, child.
Is there anything that we associate more closely with intelligence than curiosity? Our mythologies are full of riddles and mysteries and divine knowledge.
My child, you may go freely to all the worlds of my garden. But if the tower tempts you, be wise. Do not let yourself be misled by doubt. So be it.
You know only the chaos of now. Today's terror, today's war. But I was there. I was there when gods and men coexisted. I was there when dragons reigned. And kingdoms fell. I was there when Luminous wrought destruction on this world for the first time. She's coming again. And when she comes, where will you be? And whose side will you be on? I was there. I chose my path. Now you choose yours.
As you may have heard, Fallout Miami is a new adventure for the sole survivor, which means it takes place in late 2287, a full decade after the Battle of Raven Rock. That's important, but we'll have to take a few steps back if we want to find out how they got to Miami. A couple of years before the destruction of Raven Rock, the Enclave dispatched a team to Miami Beach. Their objective? Recover a pre-war military installation with vast computational power and establish a permanent Enclave presence in the region. Although this detachment wasn't particularly numerous, it was certainly diverse, everything from high-ranking officers to cadets and civilians. After Raven Rock fell, this somewhat under-equipped base was left isolated, unable to contact any other Enclave remnants. It's been 10 years since then, but we'll leave that juicy lore for another time. And here are some work-in-progress shots of a versatile armored vehicle you can expect to see at various locations. Power armor is all fine and good, but sometimes you need to fight wheels with wheels. We'll talk more about it in the future. Modeled by Matt. No, you won't get to drive it. Yeah, we're bummed out too. It's Fallout. Drivable vehicles just don't work too well in this engine. Time for something a little more personal. Let's talk characters. And who better to start with than the current CO, Colonel Magnus, concept art by QC. The burden of command is a heavy one, even for an experienced officer. The rock-solid image of the dependable commander is just as often a facade as it is a foundation. In the case of Colonel Magnus, it's a little bit of both.
So in 5.4.0, we have the new concept called storm damage. The basic idea is the edge of the storm will do damage to player-built structures in the final phases of the game. Less than 10% of our matches are affected by this, or make it that long, and so we're really trying to tactically adjust the final stages to provide a little more dynamic gameplay. We really look forward to your feedback on this feature, and we're excited to see how it plays out. In 5.4.0, we'll be vaulting the revolver. This is part of an initiative to keep the item pool feeling fresh and dynamic. In the past, you've seen that we've brought back the guided missile, which was vaulted for a period of time. So an item that is vaulted doesn't necessarily mean that it's gone forever. Using this as an initiative to keep the item pool fresh, exciting, dynamic, and we'll be targeting future updates, potentially Season 6, as an opportunity to vault more items. In addition, in 5.4.0, we'll be adding a new mobility item, so we look forward to creative expression with that. We're also going to be updating some various balance parameters, such as item rarity. Remote explosive rarity is going to increase from rare to epic to match its effectiveness. And we're also going to be making some changes to item stack sizes in their drop rates. For example, the Boogie Bomb will now be dropping in a stack size of 2, whereas it was 1 previously. And one of our bigger changes, shields will be adjusted from a maximum stack size of 2 to a maximum stack size.
break my windows, I'll break your neck.
Why has he got a cage? Looks like for a big ass dog. Is there anything up there? No, get off me!
Oh, the off.
Oh,
five
there's the
keys.
door. Yeah,
Two-
yeah, this is the door. So
Wait.
there's how many locks?
Yeah, we're getting a lot of locks. Look at that. One lock. Oh, wow. Help me.
Hello? Uh-oh. Your child?
Yes.
Your child?
Please.
Yes? I'm not helping nobody.
Yes! 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 Let's go! Let's go!
So I want to show you. Look.
Okay.
So we stand right here. Watch.
Right.
Jump up here. Jump. There's the little peace station. If only we can get help.
Oh, man!
Station.
Yeah! Oh! No, Delirious! No!